What's going on YouTube? It's your boy No Chill Will. And you see the title of the video, man. I just want to sit here. I want to give my expectations, what I think they should do for the Resident Evil 4 remake. So just a little rant, man. I might be all over the place, man, but bear with me, man. I just want to sit back and talk about this, man. I'm so excited for this game to drop next year. If you like video game, anime content, skits, all that, I'm your guy, man. I'm your guy. So hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and join the No Chill team. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, Resident Evil 4 remake. It still feels weird saying that, honestly. There is so much they can do with this game, and the remake looks like they're taking the route that I predicted way beforehand, and that is the more horror centric approach to Resident Evil 4. Now I really feel like this will give the Resident Evil 4 haters what they want. You'll get the horror that you always wanted. Me personally, I cannot stand the Resident Evil fans that be like, oh, Resident Evil 4 killed Resident Evil. One was so great. I get it. I get it. I get it. Now, I'm not mad at people having opinions, but it's so fucking annoying because at this point it's just crying and bitching. Like, it's like Red from Friday when he ran to the car. Oh, he gonna cry in the car. Like, shut the fuck, man. Like, it's so annoying. Cause it's like 20 years later, y'all niggas are still bitching about not having another Resident Evil 1, bro. You gotta evolve. It's just how life is. You have to evolve. You keep doing the same shit every single time, you will not go anywhere. So why the fuck do you expect a company to do that? You know what I mean? Like it's annoying, and people that do that shit irritate the hell out of me. I'm sorry if that ticks you off. I don't give a fuck. But back to what I was saying. It looks like a more horror centric approach, and I'm really digging the vibe of it, man. As you can see in the trailer, like it was everything is just so dark, gloomy, and even with like the castle portion, a little bit of the castle portion we see, it looked like we're gonna have those enemies in like narrow corridors. I can't wait, bro. I can't wait. Now, what I think they should do, the first thing they should take out, because believe it or not, as perfect as Resident Evil 4 is to a lot of people, there is still a lot of shit they can cut out. There's a lot of fat that can be trimmed, and if you do not agree with that, you're biased as hell, because there's a lot of moments in Resident Evil, the original Resident Evil 4, that's kind of like, oh, come on, like I know when y'all play it over again, because I play it so much. It's certain parts where I'm like, ugh, you know what I mean? Um, First off, the quick time, the quick time events need to go to hell and burn, my guy, burn. The quick time events were so annoying because the cutscenes were so good in the original RE4. Especially the Krauser fight. I just wanted to sit there and watch. I hated that I had to sit there and quickly mash like square and X together out of nowhere. I want to watch. You know what I mean? So hopefully they take that out, because that was not it. That was not it whatsoever. Take out the quick time events. Do not leave not one of them in there. No quick time events whatsoever. They did them too much. They OD'd on them. They OD'd on quick time events. Cut that shit out. Second, y'all know what I'm gonna say, and y'all know what I'm gonna say. Ashley. Ashley was one of the worst parts of Resident Evil 4. I am not exaggerating. I don't give a fuck what you say. All that screaming and hollering and calling Leon every 2 seconds was so goddamn frustrating. Like my fist is balled up right now when I closed my eyes for a few seconds and just thought about it. I hate Ashley. Make Ashley less annoying. If she says one thing when she gets picked up, okay, cool, but it does not need to be spammed over and over. I get it. You got her little pasty white ass. I'm coming. Shut up, okay? Please, please, for my sanity, shut up. You know what I mean? I can't. I hate it so much. I hate it so much. Um, yeah, please get that fixed, Capcom. Please. That's the main thing. Like, get that shit done. Next, Luis. I think Luis needs a bigger role. Luis had hella potential in the original, but he died so fast. He came off as a really cool character, but he died so quick. We did not get enough of Luis. And I think Luis should be playable in this new one. He definitely should be playable. And that would enhance the whole game. I'm gonna tell you why. Just think you got the original you're originally playing as Leon, that's already fun. Ashley, I'm gonna get to Ashley's playable section, what they should do after this. But Luis, if you give Luis like one or two playable sections, that means you can add more horror type of enemies, scary enemies for him to encounter. It'll enhance the game a lot more and make it a lot more fun. It'll replace some of the fat that you trimmed off and just keep the flow consistent. If you figure out how to fit him into the game with playable section, it'll smooth everything out. You know what I mean? Like instead of, let's just say, the truck level where you're on the back of the truck while Ashley's driving. They need to get rid of that shit too. I'm gonna get to that. But let's say you cut that out and just replace that with Louis a Louis section that benefits and helps Leon and Ashley soon afterwards. That's great. You know what I mean? Do something like that. But Luis does not need to die on his like fourth scene. I think Luis had like a total of four scenes. I think. I think. But he died off way too fucking early. Show us how he got the medicine. Show, you know what I mean? Show us stuff like that. What he was doing in the background, because it just seemed like, okay, Ashley and Leon just got done with this. Oh shit, Luis pops up out of nowhere, flirting with Ashley. Like, you know what I mean? No, let's see what Luis did while Ashley and Leon were getting terrorized by the village and everything. Let's see stuff like that. So next, Ashley's playable section. Ashley's playable section could be done way, way, way better because I know y'all remember the knights. Specifically the knights. The knights were the worst enemy for Ashley. After you did a puzzle, it would be like six knights, I think, that walk into the room trying to kill you, and all you have to do is run right past them, and they're so slow they can't chase you, and their attacks are so slow they're like literally their attacks are so slow you didn't have to worry about getting hit. You just run right past them. That has to change. And my recommendation, and I think they will do this because I've said this numerous amount of time. I think the Hookman will be Ashley's main enemy on this remake. I think so. This is more of a horror vibe. RE4. I see the Hookman being a threat to Ashley. I see them putting the Hookman in there. Or the Killer Dolls, or both. Or both. Let's do both. You know what I mean? Come on. Do both. You see how happy I got when I said that? Please do both. Can you imagine Ashley defenseless, can't fight anything, getting chased around by this hook man? And you know the Ori, like Ori 2, Ori 3, Ori 7, all has stalker, the stalker type enemies. The hook man could be the stalker enemy for Ashley's levels or level. I don't know if they're gonna add more, but if they just redo the one level that you have planned as, I'm not mad at that. But give us a stalker. Y'all have been great at it. Well, except for Resident Evil 3. Boy, Nemesis is ass. A stalker type enemy. It'll make the stalker enemy feel more of a threat because we cannot defend ourselves. Ashley can't shoot a gun, even though in the most parts it's useless unless it's Nemesis. It'll make them feel useless. Just run, hide. I would love that. I would love that so much. That is perfect. Y'all should put me on your payroll for just giving y'all that idea. I'm sorry. I need to be on the payroll. I rep y'all hard as hell, man. Help your boy out, man. Give me a job, man. Give me a job. Yeah, this 9 to 5 shit ain't it. You know what I mean? But nah, man. Hookman for Ashley. That is what I'm advocating for, and I will die on that hill. I hope I'm correct, but yeah, that'll be freaking dope. Give Ashley a stalker type enemy. Um, so the levels, there are certain levels that do not need to be in this game. The one I hate the most is Ashley driving the truck and you're on the back of it just spraying down enemies Didn't like it. Didn't like it. Did not like that part whatsoever. It was so unnecessary. So fucking unnecessary. It was, and it got just repetitive. I didn't like that section whatsoever. Another portion I did not like. Towards the end, where the helicopter is blowing up the not even zombies, man, blowing down the enemies, and you're basically running through a hella gunfire. It looked like fucking World War II or something. Like it was trash. I did not like that, and I hate that part every time I replay RE4. I hate it so goddamn much. That needs to be toned the fuck down or just completely erased. It is a straight up action fest. Like I should not be running through a rail gun and then worried about RPGs getting shot my way. I hate it. Erase it. Erase it. Erase it. Erase it. It's just so off tempo with the rest of the game. Like they really, it's like somebody at Capcom started a line of coke and just said fuck it, all the guns. Let's make all guns, and then got Michael Bay in there and said just blow shit up. Did not like that. Did not like that whatsoever. Take that bullshit out. Ada Wong. Ada Wong. Now, Ada does not need her own playable level during the story mode. Now, what they do need to do, they need to keep the Separate Ways campaign, and I think they need to redo Assignment Ada. Assignment Ada was so damn quick. I think you can beat that shit in like 10 minutes, bro. I think like Assignment Ada was so damn fast. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not mad at extra. I'm not mad at extra. You know, little playable modes, but I think they really need to redo Assignment Ada or just take that shit out completely and add the Separate Ways. But Ada is so goddamn amazing. She needs to keep her own campaign. I wonder how they're gonna redo it though. I I I doubt they're just gonna keep it the same because Assignment Ada, or I mean not Assignment Ada, Separate Ways. There were still parts in there where I was kind of like, I didn't really like as well. I feel like they can redo that. Um, I wonder, I truly wonder if they're gonna keep Krauser in the game because in the trailer that doesn't scream Krauser kidnapped Ashley and gave her up in the village. As you see in the trailer, Ashley was dipping, running away from something. She was running away from something. It could be Krauser. She might have bit Krauser or something and got away and was just running away from it. It could be it. Honestly, I think they should keep Krauser in there, but how that's I don't get how they're gonna use Krauser because how do you make him scarier? How would you make him scarier, or would you keep him just being like this action type of boss? Because you remember Leon was in a Leon campaign, you're basically just fighting him. Like you're dodging these attacks, you're dodging bullets. That's not real horror centric. So what do you do in this situation? Krauser's not intimidating enough to be a freaking stalker type of guy. So I wonder how they're gonna do that, but they do need to keep the knife fight. They for sure need to keep the knife fight. Are you gonna keep Krauser against in the Separate Ways and make him a boss against Ada? You know what I mean? What are you gonna do? Let's talk about Salazar. Salazar, I really don't know how they're gonna switch Salazar. A lot of people didn't like Salazar because he's like real goofy, and that's the thing with the original. The original is more goofy and corny, just like the older Resident Evil games that are extremely corny as hell. So how do you nerf or revamp Salazar? Um, that I really don't have a clue on how they're gonna do that whatsoever. I feel like that was just Salazar's charm, him being so corny and goofy. I don't know if I would want them to change Salazar whatsoever, honestly. Um, cause I kind of feel like Resident Evil 8 was less corny and it was like real story heavy. Like that was probably the best Resident Evil story ever. Like it was so serious and the way they did it, it was I really love the story of Resident Evil 8. And I feel like that's the where they're going with 4. They're gonna make it more serious, not really corny or goofy. So how I don't have any ideas of how to make Salazar, more serious or whatever. You know what I mean? I truly don't know that. Leave a comment. Tell me how do y'all think they can revamp Salazar? Because I truly don't. That was just his charm being goofy and everything. You know what I mean? So I really don't know how that's gonna work. Next, y'all gotta keep the mercenary mode in the game. Y'all have to. Mercenaries is what it's just so much fun. It's just a Resident Evil staple. It's amazing. I love it. I hated Village's mercenaries mode. It was the worst Resident Evil mercenaries mode ever. Like ever. You can say what you want about six, but Resident Evil 6 mercenary mode was fuego, pure fire. But I mean, hopefully, villages. The fact that they're adding more to the mercenaries mode, hopefully that enhances it. But no, Resident Evil 4 needs to keep the mercenaries mode. Now, the mercenary mode in Resident Evil 4 was so cool because you could play as Wesker and Krauser. That was fun as hell playing those as those two. So I really think they need to keep them in the game, or will keep the whole mode in the game, and add Louise. And you see what they're doing with Village. They're adding Lady D and Heisenberg. So, you know, keep Krauser. Why not add a Sattler or something like that? Add the villains. You know what I mean? Add the villains too, and make the mercenaries mode bigger. Make it bigger. That'll be fun as fuck, and try to keep some the horror elements into the mercenary mode. Make it kind of scary, man. Even though mercenary is an action mode, try something different. Try to make it half action, half scary. You know what I mean? You don't know where these dudes is gonna pop up at or something. That would be dope as fuck. You know what I mean? Something like that. Like I was saying earlier, you got to knock the corniness off. Let's make this a more serious Resident Evil. Let's accept the bingo line. You have to keep the bingo line in there. You have to. You have to. You have to. You have to. If you take the bingo line out, we riot. We riot. None of us from the RE community ever agree with each other, but I'm gonna tell you right then and there, we will all agree on that. We will storm your building. Do not take the bingo line out. That is such an iconic, corny ass line. You got to freaking keep it, please, for the love of God. But no, I feel like they should erase the corniness and give it a more serious feel, like Village. Village has such a serious story feel. The dialogue was better. It was way better, especially for Ethan, because Ethan was an emotionless bastard, but they gave me a little bit more emotion in Village. Let's let's make this a serious ass game. I would love to see a serious ass Resident Evil game after Village. Like let's keep it going. Y'all had something there with Village. Let's keep building on it. You know what I mean? I truly feel like this is going to be the best remake Capcom has done. And that's going to be hard for them to beat. It's going to be hard for them to beat the RE2 remake, because the RE2 remake is so fucking amazing. Like there's no other word to even describe it. It is truly amazing, truly amazing. RE3, it's all right. It's a solid remake. Not the best, not the greatest, but it's not bad whatsoever. But you know, this is what Capcom does. They can read. They know how to remaster and remake games. This is what they do. And I see a lot of people skeptical. They're like, "Oh, they're gonna fuck it up. They're gonna fuck it up." Let's not forget Capcom has been on a fucking monster run since like 2018, 2017, whenever fucking RE7 came out. From then on now to now, they have not missed. You can I'm not gonna say RE3. RE3 is not a miss. It's just it was a stumble, but it wasn't a miss. You know what I mean? They have not missed since RE7 at all. Have some faith in this company. This is a god tier company. They are really they're I want to say they're neck and neck with Insomniac right now, because Insomniac is on a godly run themselves. Capcom is damn near like right there. They're like right. Insomniac's right here. Capcom's right here. These two are running gaming right now. These two companies. Have some faith, man. I don't think they're gonna fuck this remake up whatsoever. We gotta stop acting like RE4 is just such a perfect game, to the point there was nothing wrong with it whatsoever. RE4 had its problems. We're not gonna sit here and act like it. Stop the biasness. Like I get it. It's your favorite game. You're gonna want to be biased, but stop being biased. You don't get to judge nothing clearly when you're biased. me, I'm one of the most unbiased motherfuckers ever, bro. You know what I mean? So but yeah, that was just my thoughts and suggestions on this RE4 remake. I really feel like this game is going to hit. I cannot wait for this, and the fact that it's only on the newer gen consoles is telling me this is going to be a banger. They're focusing everything on the newer console with this game, so you don't have to worry about them saying, oh, we was trying to do both. You know what I mean? We're trying to do both to suffice the fans and everything. No, 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 no. Put it all into this, and it looks like that's what they're doing. So I expect a 10 out of 10 game or an 11 out of 10 game. I expect nothing less. High expectations, man. When you the king of the shit you do, the crown heavy. You feel me? The crown is heavy. So Capcom, show us what the hell you're working with. You know what I'm saying? Pause if necessary. You feel me? But yeah, guys, it's been your boy No Chill Will. Leave a comment below. If you made through the video, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe and join the No Chill team. I'll see you guys later. I'm out.